Okay, so some interesting matchups coming up. Um, Sandiso Kedama playing David Baxter. That's interesting. Andres Kita playing Onele. Benny Levine playing Tando. It's also very interesting. These matches are really good. Michael James playing Sherwin Kleinschmidt. This will be a very close match. Sherwin, of course, the past few years has been really improving. Michael James is an established, strong player, and Michael has been playing this system for a while. I guess it suits him. There's not much he needs to study. He needs to keep on recognizing different patterns. Not so sure if Michael enjoys reading that much, but I know he hangs out with a lot with Vero, and Vero likes reading. And together, I think they cover a lot of stuff. They complement each other in practice. Michael's very practical and much more like an innovator over the board. And Vero is very much like a well-researched chess player. I think these things come about, especially, different people learn chess at different points. And if you learn chess as an adult, you tend to be much more methodical and dependent on study. People who learn chess when they're young are they're much more intuitive. And sometimes cannot explain why they play certain things. I think it's similar to what we are seeing here. Okay, so we've got a Catalan, more like a actually Queen's Indian defense, which a position you really don't want to end up in as black. This particular version of it. So you get this passive version of this system. If you're a Catalan player, this is the kind of position that you want to end up with. But if you're black, yeah, it's going to be a few. It's going to be uncomfortable for a while. Grandmasters can untangle themselves out of this system. I'm not sure Queen A4 really offers as much as it seems, but in the meantime, it delays the development of this knight on B8 since it's keeping an eye on C6. I normally enjoy the white side of this setup. Okay, so this is quite fresh and it's just starting. Let's see if we can check what's happening in Shabiri Michael Cuthbert. Of course, Shabiri is unpredictable. What's he gonna play? And this line of the French is very dangerous for black, but it has been slightly misplayed here. The queen is too early on d2. Let's see how they arrived here. Okay. Okay, sorry for that. So e5 knight here. Okay, so the correct idea here for white is to take. Hey, thank you, Tatar Marine, for liking the stream. And normally black takes like this, and then you go something like this, put your bishop on d3, castle short. But the way they played it, is not the right way. But let's see. So they ended up in this position. Now the pieces are not, you see, this is, yeah, this is definitely not the right way. And Marco found this nice tactic. The point of the tactic is that yeah, you couldn't take, because then after the queen takes on b2, there will be two pieces really hanging. So this is a terrible position right now for white. And let's see. Okay, I just want to fix some technical stuff. Let's stay on this game. I'll be back now. Okay, good. So okay, so I think white ran into some trouble in this line. So what's he going to do? Is he going to take on c5 with the queen, or is he going to exchange? But it's not really kind of decided. It's quite early. Okay, we'll come back to that match. Let's see what's happening on Motormouth. Kumbirai Pascal Shani, the strongest GM. So Shani is playing black. He's playing Llewellyn from Cape Town Chess Club. And the challenge here is what's the challenge? Okay, he's playing b5. White seems like it's fine. You can't take really on, and you can take, but all these exchanges, white seems to have a lot of space, and this could be very misleading. I know in accelerated setups, these exchanges are not actually good for white, especially this dark squared bishop exchange. Looks like Llewellyn is taking a lot of time to make some of these decisions. Clayton Macheka playing Dion Brandt. This is already decided. Yo, these guys must have been playing very fast. What happened here? Okay, so here, so this is a typical sacrifice which happens in this line, but here just looks like a black suicide mode didn't work. It's losing a lot of stuff. Yeah. After that, the queen is gone. Yep, he started the fight and his opponent ended it for him. Ben is playing against Tando, so I wonder what's happening here. Benny has got certain setups that he plays over and over and over, and he's very good at them. It's a bit of a tricky one to evaluate. You would think white wants to exchange queens, and after knight takes, play rook c1 quickly, which he will be challenged in. Of course, the knight is a bit of a passive piece in this position. If he's challenged, he's going to bring back this knight. Oh, that's what they're supposed to probably be doing. But if white was going to do that, he would have done it already, right? Makes you wonder if he's seeing the same pattern. Oh yeah. Not so sure how this attack can be developed further. Sometimes players miss the window between the middle game and the end game. Like in this position, you need to start planning for the end game. And I don't think white's move accomplishes that. Yeah, if I was black here, I would just simply take control of this file. It's a very important asset in this position and threaten rook c2 immediately. If he doesn't immediately challenge black, then he could lose this slowly. Could be damaging for wonder what's happening on this one, why it's not picking the round. Okay, let's see. Gordon Lawrence. Yeah, Kenny Willenberg and Keegan. So in the first encounter which we had, these two met, and the game did not go well for Keegan. He got tricked, I think, in a position where he was better. Okay, so here it's covering this check. Okay, so maybe white has a very simple plan just to play rook e1 and rook here, but then black also in the interim is bishop f6, right? So you need to be smart how you go about it. c4, this is weird. How does it deal with bishop f6 here? I'm not so sure. Bishop f6. And white might have opened himself up to some problems here, because bishop f6, queen has to go somewhere. Not sure where. Then it's going to be followed by knight f4. You can't go to e3, you can't go to f4, so you can't stop the knight from going to f4. So this could be very interesting. Bishop f6. Okay, so let's go like this. So the idea being bishop f6, queen, I can only see e2 or e1. e1 might be the least of his problems. So what did Keegan played? Bishop f6, absolutely. I don't think Keegan would miss an opportunity like that. And it looks like he might be in a whole world of hurt right now, white. Because now where do you put this queen? Maybe you bring it here. But then you're on the wrong side of the board. What did he play? Yeah, he played queen g3. Yeah, this is not a move you want to make, but yeah, you have to make the move. So now, of course, when Quigan played this, he had to consider these possibilities. Queen takes g3 is a slight plus for black, and what he does then is queen takes. So yeah, it will go something like this: queen takes, pawn takes, then bishop takes with check. Let's say rook takes, and then knight to here, and you really don't have time to play rook a d1 because a4 falls. So you have to play b3, limiting the knight, and after this, black has a slight plus. So yeah, this is a possibility. Okay, so a move was played, and that's queen takes g3. So it doesn't have to think about this because no, there's no check or any other intermediate move in the meantime. So he has to take, and he took, and Quigan took. So far, they are following that sequence which we were looking at. So now here, rook take. Okay, looks like the arbiter is calling me. Let me just check quickly what's happening. Hello? Okay, so the arbiter wanted to check if one of our players is going to play. So knight takes d4. Well, this is a weird move because now knight e3, rook, now knight takes. This just didn't make sense to me. So he needed to play rook takes. I mean, it seems like it's a no-brainer. But now he loses a pawn. So looks like, and this pin is not easy to get out of. Looks like he might be suffering for a while here. And yeah, b3 is just going to make life miserable for white here. And then come back to c6 if possible. Yeah, this was a bit of a poor decision. Michael James and Sherwin, the first one we looked at, and let's see what's happening here. Yeah, looks like black has got a very good position now. Someone dropped something. The rooks are very active. I wonder where black went wrong, or white went wrong. Because, okay, let's see. So we left it somewhere here. A6 was played, Queen C2, yeah. Queen A4 is a bit of a funny move. Take. It's a bit of a cavalier move. Okay, yeah. The way Michael is playing is not like him at all. Take here. Oh, should have just exchanged this. But it's a pawn down. But here, this is too much activity for black. And this avalanche of pawns is going to be quite damaging. So the position is looking good for Kleinschmidt. Okay, let's go to the bottom of the boards. Roland is playing chess. Teacher and coach and students. What's happening here with chess? Chess is playing black. He's in trouble. He's being. Let's see what happened in the game against coach. Yeah, okay, so this was a terrible ending to convert to. It's just simply losing for black. So coach is getting in there. How is Matt doing? Okay, Matt is losing to Luan. Our base played too fast, you see. Let's see. They're still growing. You Jesus, welcome. Ah, Dion pitched up. Let's see how this is going. A little known fact about Dion. When I first met him, it was at Rhodes High. The school had no chess, and I was introducing this the school to chess, and little did I know I'd actually run into someone who was going to become good at chess. He really surprised me. I remember taking him to his first tournament. He was a very young boy. Now I think he's like twice as big as I am. Okay, so what's happening here? White has a bit of initiative. Black is behind in development. It's got a slightly compromised structure. White is behind a little bit in development. And it would be nice if this knight had actually developed. Okay. I think it's a smart decision by black to just give back this pawn. Oh, actually, it's a trap. No, you should not be able to take that. Oh, because he's attacking on d5. Very smart. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's look at the Material, 4 pawns on the king side against 3. So white is up a pawn, 1 pawn. But maybe he might just be giving it back very soon, because black has a lot of activity here. Again, development is going to tell. The question is, how do you develop this knight? You really don't want to do this, but it might just be the only way. You disaster return.
You streaming?
Yes, we are. You lost your game, eh?
Yeah.
Take a seat on your chair.
Are you watching Dion's game?
Yeah. Take a seat on your chair.
Move 18 and Dion's already on 4 minutes.
Yeah.
How is Dion on 4 minutes already?
Get in the frame properly.
Okay. But how is Dion on 4 minutes and it's only been 18 or 19?
You guys were playing fast. That's all.
He had 9 minutes on the clock.
Who?
My opponent.
Okay.
So I don't think we need.
Okay, this is a weird way of defending this knight. Oh, it says scroll to adjust the board. Okay. Thanks, Dash.
So Dash didn't come here.
Yeah. He abandoned the team.
Was he betrayed?
He betrayed us.
Wow. I never knew you. This person, Dash. That's just a disgrace to our team.
Let me try to bring Dash on camera. Okay, so Dion puts more pressure on the knight.
Dion is.
And also maybe this move might help the knight, but,
Yeah, but
you
black
can't
can always
actually.
move.
Yeah, but also there's some discovered here.
Hold on. True. That wins a knight for a bishop. I mean, a knight and a pawn for bishop.
Correct. Yeah. It might also. It might even win the queen, right? Because he takes first, and then you take with the queen.
No, I'm talking.
Then he goes bishop f2 check. Right?
But it wins a piece, not a queen.
Yeah.
Correction.
But this looks okay. Oh, he has to make moves very quickly, right?
I won't lie, that's the problem with not thinking fast. Or not knowing the theory.
Yeah. I'm not so sure what happened. If he was late for the game, I'm not sure what the opening was.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Go to first move.
Let's see. Get in frame.
He should know the Caro-Kann.
Yeah.
Huh? Is this a rush attack?
No, it's actually quite a very strong line.
Oh, he knows his opening. Why is he taking so long on it?
I think there was some scenarios. This was a nice sacrifice by black.
No, what? He took 2 minutes on one move? What?
Yeah, take a seat.
Okay.
Let's see.
White must have just taken too much time.
Maybe
he took his sweet time, or maybe he's late. He was late, so he was on long time.
I'm really liking White's position now, since he sorted out this knight on b1. Just needs a few more moves to set up the perfect position.
White's ahead over pawn. White is ahead in a pawn. So it's a good position in disguise.
It is a good position, yeah.
What if black played knight to d2 and then white played queen to c2? Well, that's my mistake. I mean, what if white played queen to c4? What if white didn't?
You can't. There's a knight on b6, right?
It's not impossible.
Yeah, I'm not having any philosophical arguments. I'm just saying they're strong players, so they won't make those kind of blunders.
Unless they just they want to,
Yeah,
which in this case they don't want to.
yeah. Okay.
I lost my game.
I know, you lost.
How do you know?
I was watching the game. Hey, Hades, welcome.
Who's Hades? Hate threes. Hate threes. It's hate threes.
Yeah, you know how those arguments get to.
Oh, I know why the chat here is not the same.
Yeah,
Because that's YouTube, right?
that's actually Facebook.
Oh, so that's Facebook, that's Twitch.
Yeah, that's Twitch. Yeah,
You're running on 2 different platforms.
on 3 different platforms.
And YouTube?
Yeah,
Then where's the YouTube chat?
I know where it is.
Where?
It's on YouTube.
This is on YouTube?
No, it's on Facebook.
Where's the YouTube?
I'll show you, Chase.
I know you're not streaming. I know you're not doing one of the tricks.
Okay,
You're
so
definitely doing it.
Black is taking too much time here.
No, the Black. Oh yeah, Black is taking so much time. In the Karo card, you go the C3 F4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my line. Daddy,
Yes.
the Karo card. The exchange Karo card, is it like a D4 C4 but without a E pawn? I mean C pawn.
Exchange Karukan.
Yeah.
Is like it?
Is it like a D4 but with black's C pawn is exchanged for white's E pawn?
Yeah, the pawn of sometimes resembles the Queen's Gambit. Sometimes it resembles the Queen's Gambit. In terms of the structures that you have to play, it's like that, but it's not really.
It's not really as like
Yeah.
tricky.
So his decision here was to play what? Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. He played knight c4.
That's so cheeky. But that I thought he played a bad move. Rook takes, knight c3. No. Black is really trying to trick Dion. Am I right? It's 2 mana pieces for queen at that rate. Right.
Mm-hmm.
What's the move?
He played rook ac1.
Smart. Pants. But if he takes the knight anyway with any piece, he loses a rook or queen.
Yeah, but I don't think that's his point.
Maybe he's just trying to
Put just pressure or counter the pressure that's in the c file, right?
or maybe he has this knight takes. No, it doesn't work.
Okay, let's just refresh their board so that it automatically updates.
So every time they make a move, we refresh.
No, I found that if you try to analyze the board stops automatically updating. Oh, hey. Bye queen if bye queen if you take the knight.
How did you know?
Oh, he knows. Of course, Hades knows how to play chess.
You know what's if he takes with the rook, bye rook. I'll rest in peace at least.
I just don't like the way black's pieces are standing. They seem to be just running into each other and not working with each other.
It's a Karo card,
But
so what do you know?
the knights can be very confusing though.
Okay, but what do you know? It's a Karo card.
It's a chess position. You can't just say it's, you study positions, not necessarily openings.
Black decides to defend his knight.
Yeah, that move doesn't make sense.
Make a move that doesn't make sense every day
I thought
in
maybe-
his career.
I thought maybe he could have tried rook b6. That was very difficult to meet.
Rook to b6. That's at least you're using your brain for once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Rook, let's say analyze.
Did it?
Yes. What's up?
If you analyze, the Caro-Kann is
So-
one of the most solid defenses against white's first move d4, e4. Daddy?
Yes.
If you play, can you play the Caro-Kann against d4?
Knight takes. You can't.
Oh,
So yeah, knight takes c. This bishop was one of the most dangerous pieces that black had. So now
but
it's
if
been
white ever
exchanged.
plays king to f8, black has some nasty tactic, you see. This is nasty. Oh, it doesn't work though.
I know what it's like. It is.
What's Hades? Wait, there's a little time when I had that amount of energy. The amount that you have?
Maybe that's what he's talking about.
Yeah. The amount of energy you have. You need to put in a storage room just to get rid of your energy.
Mm.
Or maybe we'll put you at an elite center running and we'll see who runs the most. But I'm sure you come second or first in the world. That's how much energy you have.
Let's see
Someone got a bit
what
too.
he's doing.
Stop analyzing. Refresh the page.
This is a trick move.
Refresh the page.
Okay, let me just check round.
We're watching Dion's game. It's best we stick to one game and see what they're doing.
Yeah, we've been using a different approach in this particular round. Let's see what's happening with Shabiri and.
Yeah, but last round you wanted me to stick to one game, so you're gonna stick to one game.
Mhm.
I want to see that this round is lost. I mean, the bishop take
White suddenly is clearly better. He was.
losing.
Yeah, he was in a bad position. Maybe not actually. But it's good. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just
Hallucinating like you
just
usually.
wrong.
Maybe you just don't know enough.
Maybe. So
Oh, sorry.
bishop. Bishop takes.
What about knight to c7? It cuts off the rook.
It was white's turn to play. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said knight to c7. Now black wins a pawn. Oh, no, he doesn't.
He's threatening mate. Is he? No, he's not. So he just bishop takes. Pawn takes. Rook takes c3.
He's not threatening mates.
He's not threatening mate. Oh, because the bishop hangs. The knight hangs. At the end of that line. Maybe you just need to develop your knight.
Maybe you just need to exchange bishop, then develop a knight.
But then there's bishop c4 check. Check, and maybe this could be damaging after knight e5 check. Picking up the bishop.
I can't see that. Black goes h6, just countering white's plans. So white just has to go back.
This position might be lost for black because you could start. I wonder if that works.
White can play knight to e3, forcing black to take.
Knight e6.
Mm-hmm.
Why would that be forcing?
No, it's not that forcing, but I mean,
You can play
Knight-
bishop.
knight to e3 was a better move because you want to exchange knights for bishops in this position.
Knight e6.
Black's bishop is one of the most active pieces in the position. So if you can trade that off, black's dead, right? Right?
Mm.
So it's best you make your knight so active that he has to.
Yeah.
So that's why I said knight to e6 was good. Do you know the anger I would have if I'm playing a guy who's playing the Caro-Kann?
Yeah, but one thing I'm realizing in this position is
You should teach me another way.
Something fell. So, what I'm realizing is that the ending might just be very good for black. It looks very good for black.
Is the thing still on the floor?
No, it's fine.
Oh, sorry. Did it fall?
No, it might be the chair.
The chair must have had something almost fall. Daddy,
Yeah.
is there another way to defend against the Caro-Kann?
There's many ways of defending against the Caro-Kann.
What's the best one you recommend? Very little. I used to watch you on Twitch stream.
Oh, really?
I'll be like just watching.
Because now black has got this passed pawn. You have this active bishop. This knight is limited, so the one advantage that you have is maybe the bishop over the knight,
The one advantage white has is
and
active
maybe the
features.
active rook.
White can always go knight to e4. Then if black takes, you have rook down and stuff. You know.
And black is in time trouble, so these things could work against him.
The position is gonna work against black.
Yeah, knight here.
This was a Caro-Kann, right?
This was a Caro-Kann, yeah.
Why is Caro-Kann getting more and more popular these days?
The openings are like fashion, you know. People play them for a while and then they throw them away.
Because they don't like it anymore.
Yeah, things change. It's actually a very good move from black.
Yeah, it's probably his best response.
Because it protects the rook from going to the 7th rank.
And it attacks.
Threatens a c3.
And alternatively...
And to some extent it limits the bishop on...
But white has this amazing knight to e4.
You mean knight to e5?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And it extends your knight, but...
Yeah, but why would you want to exchange this knight on d7 for this knight on f3? They are different. In terms of strength.
But then how are you going to save your pawn besides giving up an active file and you'll almost be dead even?
Which pawn? Which?
Like your rook, who have to defend. And if you're down a pawn...
I don't see why you have to exchange those pieces. I mean, black...
Okay, but you're losing a pawn after then.
Can't you play c4?
c4 rook takes.
Then rook back rank?
There's no bank ring. Like rook, king back to h7. King to h7 and there's no back
Hey,
rank.
Michael. Welcome.
King to h7 and it's not back rank. King to h7. King to h7.
I hear you, yeah.
And plus, at worst, you can even play a knight to f8, so it's not back rank.
I don't like rook c1 though. It's very passive.
Well, that's why I like knight to e4. Right? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. You're giving up an open fire rook to defend the pawn when you can play. Just exchange a piece, but you still have an advantage. Or
Okay.
make it like...
So now, can he play knight b6? With the idea of playing knight c4 check? But this is also very good. Attacking here. But his real threat is knight c4 check.
He wins a pawn. Oh, his real threat.
His real threat is knight c4
I know.
check. It can be very annoying a move like this.
Is it one of those moves where you're losing?
I think here he's in trouble. He's got some problems to solve.
Yeah, but black also has a big problem.
Oh, black had more problems than he has now. So he's been slowly solving his problems.
Okay, white is forced to place either. White has to make a decision. C4 is a inaccuracy. Okay, white just has to play bishop b2 or move your bishop or king. Why does the move his bishop or king in this position? Why does the move his bishop or king? Why is white taking so long? Just bishop to g3 or something. Oh. Now black has extra time to think, right?
Yeah.
And that's bad. This is why.
Now, when he takes on, I thought he was going to take the pawn. Then he will be trapped, I think. After the bishop goes here, the knight is trapped. But it was worth, I think, taking the pawn anyway. But it's good. It might be a very good practical decision, but I would have loved to improve.
Okay, why play faster? King to d. There's no forks.
You have to be sure, I think.
Activate your king. King to b3. Activate your king. King to b3.
But then that would be susceptible to more checks, right?
Your bishop is dominating the knight. Right? He can't go knight to d2. He can't go
there was these other ideas. Let's say you attack, he goes back, but then knight c5 check is coming, you know?
Okay.
The other thing about knights, especially in time, is they are confusing.
Okay.
So they cost time to calculate everything, just to see where each knight is going to jump to.
Now white's best move is to...
Yeah, this rook is suddenly very useless here.
Why does to play knight to d for us?
Then now knight d3. Yeah, this is becoming very tricky, right?
Bishop to d2. Just wasting, giving... Bishop to d2. Gain some time.
He's calculating other possibilities also, like... So if you go bishop d2...
There is no checks.
There's no checks, but he's got rook g1 followed by knight e4.
Not bad move.
Not bad, but I don't like this.
Don't blame them.
I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying rook what? Okay, rook g1. I wouldn't exchange. I would even play rook f1 maybe.
Okay.
He has to make a move. His time is running. Oh, he exchanges.
I don't. I'd like someone to pull a rose in here.
Yeah.
Because it's entertaining seeing someone draw instead of win. It's funny.
King f7. He takes the bishop as far away as possible.
So
what Blake is doing is the right thing. You activate your king. It's the most valuable piece in the board.
Oh my goodness. Oh!
He was going to get trapped there.
It's best white.
Now the knight is kind of dominated in a way. Remember, there was an ending we looked at earlier where we were demonstrating how the king can dominate a knight. It's the same thing, like which is happening now. The knight can come to d4.
I've never seen a knight dominate that badly.
Yeah, look at this now. This is not the right move you want to play.
You don't have a choice.
But now...
It's already lost, so you may as well...
It's not lost. Shabir is very tricky as an opponent. He always has something up his sleeve.
Is it twin?
If Michael won, this would be a big win for Mike.
If he draws?
Okay, he wants to exchange one pair of knights, right? But he can't. Oh, now he's just losing a pawn. A very important pawn also. Because if the c3 pawn falls, then the b5 pawn falls. Maybe here, he might need to look at this plan of knight takes. You see? It doesn't work here.
It doesn't even work properly.
Yeah. It doesn't even work here.
You maybe need to check your calculation.
He wants to exchange knights, but he's going to lose one of these. He's not going to succeed. Blake won't allow him.
So Michael is winning.
Yeah, Michael is winning. Because knight takes is check and you lose the knight on...
Is it Michael James?
You lose the knight here. No, Michael Cuthbert. You lose this knight. King takes.
Was he in my Zoom earlier?
Oh! Where did he take?
Ouch!
It might have been a slip.
Oh, I had a slip in my game, but it was a good slip.
He said White's best move was to resign. I don't think so.
White's best move was to actually
now
he
can win this pawn. He has to calm himself down.
Michael?
Yeah. And
Because he's probably mad at the mouse slip.
yep.
I mean, you're winning. Chill out. Bella.
And now this is the idea, right?
Oh no.
Oh, he left the knight.
Oh no.
The bishop. Ah, come on.
Okay, he's trolling you now.
No. What's he thinking?
He's thinking to play too fast.
No, this was just terrible, right?
I don't know why.
Check.
Maybe Michael.
Unless he's seen a pattern here, maybe where he promotes this pawn by force. But I just don't see it. Pawn push again.
I mean, I
you
thought
see-
he was stronger than you, so I don't lie.
Let's see. Check. King.
He loses
D4.
knight. Oh, no, it doesn't. Macau.
Yeah, but even time trouble doesn't explain some of these moves.
I won't lie, it
You've
doesn't.
got an increment of 10 seconds, right?
Yeah. In fact, I'll play 10 seconds with 10 seconds increment.
Mm.
spent- in
This is not necessary.
This is unnecessary.
Mm.
In fact, this is too fancy. It's too fancy of a move, I won't lie. But he wins. If king takes knight, it equals h2 h1, right?
A2, A1.
Okay, sorry, I'm not the best at reading boards.
It's written in front of you.
I can't even see the number.
Okay.
I'm sitting from a distance, like here.
What is this move?
He wants to catch the pawn.
You can't.
Oh, but he can't
Mm.
because he's not. I don't know when my round's starting. When everybody's game is done, then I have to rush back, right?
Then can he play knight check here?
He can technically. It's not illegal.
This is also good.
He can play knight check. It's not illegal.
The reason why I wanted knight check is you wouldn't have this square.
Here's another pawn.
True.
He's up a minor piece. He's up time even. He's up a minor piece. He's up a time even. Wait, is Shabir 2200?
He's strong. Very strong.
Is
Yeah.
he stronger than you?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Are they stronger than you?
Yeah.
Have you ever? Do you coach Michael?
Michael.
Did you coach him?
I think I've coached him in one of the junior camps when he was younger.
Now
Check.
he's just being a serious player, right?
Yeah, he's very capable, Mike. Check. And now the king
I see
is...
a pawn checkmate right now. If black goes a2, king to
What about
a1,
knight
knight
d2
to
check?
c2. This works, okay?
Yeah.
It works. He will checkmate in 2 moves. I mean 1 move after this.
Knight
Okay,
c2
checkmate.
mates. Oh, this is beautiful. This is a big win for Mike.
Okay, are you gonna shout at him for the mouse slips and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, he missed some winning chances, but this was a nice game.
Are you still gonna wait? But you're not coaching him, right?
No. Since when do I shout at my students for losing? Okay, it looks like every round is done.
Well, I was just gonna say that you. I meant like, why did you do a mouse slip? Well, mouse slips are
Okay, white won here.
by resignation.
By resignation, yeah.
Resignation.
Okay, good. Let me find out when the next round is.
Hopefully, I get to play white next round. It'll kind of be my choice of opening. If someone plays e5, okay.
Okay, let's see what happened here. Let's see. We lost Mark Lewis action. She lost. Dion lost to Ethan Summers.
Is he strong?
Mm-hmm.
Are you stronger than both of them?
I don't know, Chase.
Are you stronger than Dion?
I don't know.
You've never been. You don't know how he's practicing.
I don't know what he's doing. Not everyone has not been playing during the lockdown. Okay, so
Yeah, but
it looks like all games are done.
Ooh.
There was one game which went as a bye. Okay, so the arbiters are going to do pairings for round number 3.
The last round for the day.
Yeah. So now round number 2 is not done yet. And okay, so we'll take a short break and then come back for the last part when we will cover part 3.